Hello, 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 lovely aspiring lionesses. Welcome to another fabulous Mindset Monday chat. And today we have the lovely, lovely, lovely Lauren Dulgeru, who is the Solutionist, and she's a business strategist. So welcome to this live chat. Lauren, are you there?
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Yes, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a true pleasure to be here. Speaking obviously with you, Julie, but everybody else who's on the call. This is a very special and important day for me. I am going to tell part of my own personal private journey that I've never exposed in the public. And perhaps you resonate with it. You understand and you can appreciate why I've kind of kept it to myself. So thank you so much for, bearing with me, being patient with me, and you'll understand more about why I operate the way I do, why I think and speak the way I do, hopefully by the end of this call. But if you have any questions, obviously reach out to me at the end. Links will be in the comments and you'll be able to reach out to me.
Very cool. Okay, thank you. And today's chat is all about mental mindset, which is I'm very curious about. You're going to tell us what that means, right?
I sure am. So when we think of it's Mental Mindset Mondays, right? But when I hear mental, my brain, I've programmed it to think mental. And at the end of this call, you're going to understand why. So we're all going through a journey. And a lot of times we associate this with pain, hardship, obstacles, and we have this true vision of ourselves and where we're going. But we don't know how to get there. So I want to go back about 15 years in time and kind of give you a perspective of who I was then and how I got to where I am now. But I do need to give the disclosure first that I'm speaking from my own experience. This is by no means medical advice, psychiatric advice, or psychology advice. I am speaking from my own experience. So with that said, my lawyers will be happy. So I was not always this person, the solutionist, the high functioning, high thought thinking person. When I was, I'm going to say 19, actually way earlier that, my earlier teens, I very much struggled with mental health. And as I went through high school, which was miserable for me, and college and university, I was, backstory, very overweight. I was bullied. I was, never treated kindly, even by my own relatives and my own family, if you will. So I want to go to a very specific point in time when I was finishing up college. I was very much struggling.
Okay, sorry about that, ladies. Technical issue. The wind is rather noisy there. So
apparently we're going to have a windy day in Florida.
All right, continue.
But back in college, I always had this dream that I was going to do higher and better things. But where I was and, the man that I was with at the time, I was emotionally abused and always kicked down by both him, my family. And I had come to the point where I was seriously considering suicide, to the point that I was driving my car to that point.
No,
right?
Oh my
I was, and I
Wow.
was on the exit ramp. And there was a curve on the exit ramp, and I wasn't going to make the curve. I was just going to go right into the wall.
No.
And at that moment, like, it wasn't me. It was something outside of me that turned the wheel and had me execute the turn. And you know how I had this thought saying, no, you don't get out that easily. There's no opt-out button for you. You're meant here for a higher purpose. And
yeah, there was a divine intervention, right?
There really was, because I had gone to psychologists, I've gone to psychologists, I've had mental medication, and none of it worked for me. It all had me in a cloud. So I knew something had to change. And because I was having such negative, hurtful thought process, the thought came, just sit there, and everything that comes in, if it doesn't serve who you're going to be, you need to turn it around and put that silver lining on it. So I'll give you an example. I am fat, I'm overweight, and I don't deserve to have a loving relationship. In my own mind, I'd be like, no, I'm overweight. I can kick this. I can change this, and I deserve all things. This is just a stepping stone. So fast forwarding. what I did as the years went forward is I really sat in my mind. And as thoughts came in, I caught them. I would catch them one at a time. And the ones, the good thoughts, like I can do this. I'm winning at work. I'm doing a great job. People are looking up to me. Those ones I let go in. But the ones that were, no, you can't do this. Nobody wants to hear from you. You're overweight. Nope, your family said you can't do this. Obviously, there's no way you can. How dare you? Those are the ones that I would actually turn around in my own mind before I let them pass into my conscious and then my subconscious. Okay. So I really went within into my own mind, my own mint, and everything that came in, I made sure that it served my higher purpose, because I didn't want to go back on, any antidepressants like that. It just wasn't working for me. And as I re-taught myself how to think properly, things started changing.
Wow.
I bought a property in North Carolina cash, a plantation mansion that the boyfriend and I at the time were going to fix up and sell, because it was huge. It was a 6-bedroom, 4-bath, huge mansion.
Wow.
And, through there, I met new business owners and I created new businesses and I grew more businesses. And with each one, every thought that came in, if it didn't serve that I am going to kick butt and take names, I am here for a reason. Remember that day when you said you were going to drive into that wall? Well, we weren't allowed to do that. So now the only option is to reteach ourselves how to think, how to have a good mint.
Okay.
So let's come forward another 10 years. I was married. We had a grand adventure. We traveled the world. We had a trucking company. But, the marriage wasn't meant to be. So we ended up getting divorced. One day after the divorce, he asked me to take my then almost 2-year-old child to Moldova because he wasn't able to do so. Okay, I'll take Dominic to Moldova. I love Moldova. So I was on the plane, and, with an under 2-year-old child, for moms and parents out there, you have this crying baby who's just anxious and all the eyes are looking at you. You're like, oh my gosh, I just want to vaporize and disappear.
Yeah, I know. My mother was like that.
Yes. So my seatmate showed up, and he was a very large gentleman with a very profound
your
energy.
seatmate, sorry.
My roommate, the third seat on the aisle.
Oh, right. Okay.
He sat down and he's like, hi, started conversation with us. He got my son to calm down. Ooh, bug. Welcome to Florida. He had my son calm down. He was chatting with me and my boy, and everyone on the plane calmed. But this gentleman ended up being my mentor. Not only my mentor in business strategy, leverage, consumer credit, business credit, but also my mentor in thinking, kingdom thinking.
Kingdom thinking.
Now, kingdom thinking.
Oh,
here's where we get to it.
Right.
We came in here to serve our creator, however, whatever name you assign to that energetical being. We came here on his mission to serve the grander mission, right?
Yes.
So when we're thinking kingdom thinking, the creator's thinking, and you are a vessel to bring other people in with you.
Right. Okay.
Now we like to say that our mind is our mint. Okay. First we think, then we speak, and then we take action, right? It's the natural process of things. So you are the original Bitcoin, right? The thought is the bit, the information.
Right. Yeah.
The mint is speaking. Now you've coined it. It's out here. It's a Bitcoin. So really, your mind is minting everything that you speak forth. So if I can urge everyone, and I know it's hard, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh no, this was an easy journey. No, it wasn't. But it was the realization that I was here to serve everybody else who was out here struggling, because I'm not unique in any way. I've gone through mental health, I've gone through emotional abuse, rape, all of these things. Like, I'm not unique in any way. But my uniqueness came in my persistence and my darn determination to discover my true purpose and my true mission. So now I am an educator, I'm an advocate. So when I hear stories of especially women, I can't do this, like everything is beating me down from every different direction. And that's exactly right. These obstacles are things that are going to make you grow stronger.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And we need to have a team
So
of
true.
women, particularly because we understand each other's journey. We have a team of women that we can bounce ideas off of, that we can let out that negative emotion, because we would never want to harness that in our body. When we harness a negative emotion, it goes and it lives somewhere. So if it lives in your back muscle or your liver.
Yeah, but it manifests, don't forget, dis-ease causes disease, and it manifests as some kind of physical ailment or maybe cancer, right? You've got a butterfly or something flying in the background. What is that? Birds?
I hope she lands on me. What is
maybe
back
it was
here?
A bird. Maybe it was a bird. It was quite big.
Oh no, there's birds all over. I'm surprised the ducks love to be fed. I'm surprised they're not flocking on me. They must be sleeping. But you're exactly right. Dis-ease.
Yes.
When we have a bad thought, which becomes an emotion, which is a chemical reaction. The emotion is a chemical reaction. And if it's not the natural order, it goes in, it sits somewhere. It could sit in your liver and become cancer. It could sit in your lungs and become whatever human definition this is.
Okay, hang on, Lauren. I don't know. I studied that an emotion is like throwing a pebble onto a lake that is like an ice rink, and then you get those concentric circles. Yep. But that is, as far as I'm aware, that's energy doing that. But you're saying it's
no, it's so the thought triggers the emotion. And the emotion is only possible because of neurotransmitters, different hormones that are happening. And the hormones cause our actual physical body, our cells, to react in certain ways, which is the behavior. And those are those ripples.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the behavior that is the ripple.
Yeah.
But the emotion, that chemical reaction, because it's not natural for our systems to experience, that still goes and lives somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you'll speak to a lot of people and they'll say, well, you have to heal those negative emotions. You do. And it's not unnatural. It's not wrong to feel or think bad things. These are just socio definitions that are placed upon you. You're supposed to act a certain way. You're supposed to think a certain way. You're supposed to look a certain way. You're supposed to go to college. You're supposed to get a good job. You're supposed to do all of those things.
I know.
And it seems like I've violated all of those. I mean, I'm highly formally educated, but I, as much as I appreciate my collegiate education and my master's education, I really don't use any of it. I've found my purpose in educating and guiding, particularly other women business owners, to really owning the business that they've dreamed of. Because for how many years, I mean, we go back and we're like, oh yeah, that's the 60s, but it's not. You're supposed to be in the kitchen. You're supposed to be taking care of your kids. You're supposed to be home at 5 o'clock because dinner needs to be ready. The homework needs to be done. How dare you think about yourself and growing a business? Even to this day, I too catch flack for, the efforts and the time that I put into the business. But I also take my son with me and I teach him about cryptocurrency. I teach him about forming relationships with people. He'll be off behind the camera sometimes when I'm on a Zoom call, just to learn how to have a video conversation, to learn how to put his voice out there.
Yes.
I don't want him to have to learn it like I did in my early 30s. I always go back and say, if I could tell 18-year-old self this advice and that advice, I would say this, but I have to stop myself every time because I don't feel that. If I didn't go through each of my painful journeys and my obstacles that broke me at that point, I would not be this person today. I wouldn't have the friggin' determination. I wouldn't have that, no, how dare you speak to me like that? I am the empress. I am going to kick butt. I'm taking everybody with me. And if that's not okay in your book, then this is okay. That's fine.
Okay, that's great. Hang on. I do want to interject and tell people that they must go and watch Prince Ear his amazing video, Everybody Lives, but not everybody dies. Sorry, everybody dies, but not everybody lives. I can't get that title right. And that is really a hugely motivational movie, motivational video that will resonate with every person on the planet. And it just proves to you that you shouldn't have any regrets. Do what you need to do in that dash between the two dates. Yeah.
Yes, that
exactly.
dash.
The dash. Yeah, the
Yes.
dash. Everybody knows the dash. Make it count, because at the moment you're only living one life at the moment. And there's a starting date and there's an ending date, and you don't know when the ending date is. Nobody does.
No.
So make that dash count. Yeah.
Make it count, but make it count for you. Don't make it count because your parents said that you should go and do this because they did that.
Yes.
Whatever calls to your inner being, that's where you need to be. And not everyone's going to agree with that. And that's okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't feel pressured and bullied, you know, by your inner
everyone's going to try to everyone's going to try to pressure you and bully you. Everyone. Whether it's the TV show. Now, this is subliminal bullying. Okay. Keep with me. So you go and watch reality TV. Let's go with Real Housewives.
Right.
And they say that you're supposed to look like this and your hair is supposed to be that. And how dare you not have this makeup and these heels and weigh this. This is subliminal bullying. This is emotional bullying. So it's no big shocker why so many of us women try to live up to this absolutely impossible standard. But it's
imperfect. Lauren, it's imperfect. Imperfect. Totally.
It is.
Yes.
And I've lived in South Florida. And as soon as I lived in South Florida, you could see it. If you didn't have the tan, if you didn't have, the 32-inch waist, I saw it. I felt it. But at that point, like, I was still on my own journey. I hadn't yet met my mentor. And I could feel myself falling into it.
Yeah.
So when I go back and say I would give that self advice, I couldn't, because then I would have never been on that plane flight. I would have never met that gentleman. I wouldn't be teaching women business owners like yourself how to get into their own self, because I'm telling you, no one else is going to heal you except you. There's nobody else that can come in here and tell yourself better.
That is a great gold nugget. Fantastic. Repeat that, please.
There's only one person. There's only one person who can heal you, and it's you.
Only one person who can get in here. Yes. Only one person who can get into here. That's fantastic. I love that.
I mean, as much you can let people speak into you. You can let mom, auntie, friends speak into you.
Yes.
But you're the only one who can go and sit on the cliff in your mind and let each thought come through and say, it's okay, you can pass. Or no, that's not okay. I'm going to turn you around and now you can pass. You're the only being that can do it. There's people who can guide you. They can give you their own experience. They can tell you about their own journey. If it's pretty and fluffy or it's ugly and just full of struggle and ugly, kind of like mine was. But I would not be who I am today if I hadn't gone through the depression, the overweight, the brain damage. I come from a place where I was in a car wreck and I had my entire memory erased from me in college. So I didn't go through therapy. I learned how to speak again, walk again, dance again, all of these things myself. And it was because they had told me, modern medicine had told me, I'm sorry, there's bleeding in your brain. They didn't catch it in time. And I don't know what to tell you. So I did puzzles. I read things. I had stacks of pictures that I went through every day when I woke up, because I wasn't going to be that person that couldn't leave.
Did they give you a terminal diagnosis as well?
Not terminal, but they said that every day I would wake up, like 50 first dates, right? I kind of had that diagnosis. Like, you better just keep adding to your picture pile because this is going to be forever.
Wow.
And sometimes you can hear it in my speech. Sometimes I still kind of struggle with it. I'll lose my train of thought. But if it wasn't for even that, I
Mhm.
wouldn't be the Lorena I am today. You know,
Of
I wouldn't
course.
be able to help so many business
Of
owners.
course.
I wouldn't be able to guide other women in their own version of tragedy, which is
Mhm.
really another word for comedy if we want to go Shakespearean on this. Because at the end of the day, I laugh at these things. I laugh at my own misfortunes, mistakes. It's really nothing more than feedback.
Yes. Yes.
Because it's a journey. It was never a finite experience. It's a journey. We meander through it. We have obstacles. And when we have an obstacle,
Yes.
we are given the internal choice to jump or to sit.
Mm. Okay, that's an interesting analogy. Okay.
Like a speed bump. There's a car right here who
Yeah,
just went
yeah.
over the speed bump.
Yes.
It's the same exact thing, just with a human living person.
Yes.
You can
Yes,
choose to
yes.
sit there and say, man, this sucks. I'm not going any farther.
Yes.
I can't do this. Or you can say, well, I don't know how to do that, but I know someone who does, and I can find that person. And that's where you overcome the obstacle. Nobody asked you to know everything. That's not possible.
That is what I call a detour. You take a little
Yes.
detour from your main direct journey.
Exactly.
You go off and then you come back. Yeah.
Whoever said it had to be a straight line?
Yeah, exactly.
Because straight lines aren't fun. You know,
Yeah,
curves
boring.
and natural curves. That's way more fun. That's where you get the adventure and the beauty in life.
Yes.
Also why I wanted to sit out here, because I mean, the trees, the Spanish moss, these trees are so old. Can you see them?
Are they cedar?
No, they're live oaks.
Oh, wow.
And over here to the front of me, there's a bottomless pond, which is really nothing more than a sinkhole.
Oh, right.
But all of these trees have held on, and they could have fallen into the water and died. You know, everything has a natural course.
Yeah.
And
wow,
we should be like the tree and just keep growing.
Yes. Yes.
Without growth every day, we remain stagnant. And
correct. Yes.
Stagnant things die.
Yes.
You know, if the tree decided not to
yes.
grow anymore, it would die.
Yeah, we are.
So if
but
we as
are
humans,
sorry, we are dynamic beings. Yes, always moving.
Yes,
always thinking, always moving. Yes, nothing really shuts down, even when we're sleeping. Yeah.
Nothing, especially when we're sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when we're working a lot through our obstacles. So
yes,
if you're somebody out there and you feel like you're going through these obstacles and you have no way to turn,
yes,
go here. And then find a team of advisors, you know, who have been there, who have done that, who have accomplished the things you want to do, and start shortening your timeline to your goals.
Yes.
Because it is a journey, but nobody said that you had to do it alone.
Oh, exactly. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. And let me see if I can quickly have a look while we're on. Is it Eleanor Roosevelt? Hang on 1 second. Just give me a sec. Nobody, hang on. Can know everything. I think this is the quote. I think it's her quote. She was an amazing woman. I would have liked to have met her.
I loved Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yes.
She had a lot of great things to say.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Nobody can, no, wait a minute. Can't find it now. Wait.
I got it from my mom. She used to tell me, like, listen, you cannot possibly make all of the mistakes.
Yes.
Just learn from some of mine. Learn from somebody else's. That way you don't have to go through that pain. So you can shorten your timeline and get to your goal faster.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'll find it eventually. Go on, continue.
So if I would give you nothing else, find people who resonate with you, who have done what you want to do, been where you want to go, accomplish the dreams you want, or even been on a similar journey, because it's not all roses and sunshine. Sometimes we go through darkness. Remember, I'm a believer, so I'm going to give you this. We walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but I shall fear no evil, because you are with me. Whether or not you have a human team, you are here with a team. You just have to tap in and ask. We're all here for you. We've heard a little bit about my journey. It's been a roller coaster, but I love roller coasters.
Yeah, me too. Hey, me too.
Big shocker, right? But you're not alone. And we're here in the Lioness group because you are a lioness. You may have just spent too much time among a group of people or around an energy that's told you that you're not. But that's lies. As soon as you remember that you can mint your own thoughts, which creates a new emotion, which will push your behavior in the way that you want to go so that you can have everything that you've dreamed of. It all starts with a thought.
Yes.
And we do have to train ourselves. I mean, don't get me wrong. Am I perfect? Oh no, definitely not. I still struggle with what are others going to think of me, which is weird because I've always been that, well, I don't really care. I'm going to do this anyway because this is what speaks to me. But I still struggle with that. So you're not alone. Nobody's alone in the journey. But we do need to put our pride aside and start tapping into those resources. Because how can you be expected to do and make all of these, I don't like this word, but all of these mistakes to gather all of this feedback so that you can grow, learn from other people so that you don't have to get that painful feedback.
Yeah, exactly. The knowledge is out there. You just got to look for it and ask the right questions to get the knowledge that you need, right?
The knowledge and the experience, because you get the knowledge, but now we have to figure out how to turn that into wisdom. And you can only turn knowledge into wisdom through application. So once you gather the knowledge, don't leave it stagnant here, put it into action. So my challenge to you as mental mindset is to sit on the ledge of your thoughts, of your mind, and analyze everything as it comes in. And if it doesn't serve your purpose in your journey, change it around and then let it pass. Because I told you, they're waiting to get smacks.
Oh, hang on. Wait, the camera's on. Where are they? Are they there? They're behind you.
They're right there.
Ah, cute.
There's a bunch of them. But
okay.
mind your thoughts, mind your emotions, mint your mind, because you can mint tin and you can mint gold.
Yes.
As soon as you decide that you can, and make that decision, because you're truly worth it. You can do anything as soon as you say you can. And if you say you cannot, you're right. If you say you can, you're also right. In every single circumstance, you are right because it came here first as a thought. Then speak it forth as the action and bring it out here with the rest of us. And that'll create the action. That step, one foot in front of the other, that one call, that email, that conversation, one thing in front of the next, little tiny baby steps. And all of these baby steps add up into this huge stairway, this journey. Straight lines are kind of boring. So if you end up taking a couple roadblocks and some obstacles, you're going to meet some fabulous people. You're going to learn a new thought, a new behavior set. Maybe you'll even learn who and what you don't want to be, but that's still a win because you're still growing.
Yeah, I hear you. Wow, you dropped quite a few gold nuggets there. Wow, fantastic. Yes, hang on 1 second. I am a little bit distracted because I'm still looking for this quotation, but I am listening to you, and I'm sure the lionesses are listening too. Yes, this one, but I can't find out who said it. Listen to everyone and learn from everyone, because nobody knows everything, but everyone knows something. Isn't that profound? Yeah.
But I'd like to add something to that.
Okay, go on then.
We cannot possibly all learn every mistake.
No.
But I will urge you to be very careful on who you let speak into you.
Yes.
Because even if your conscious isn't hearing it, I promise you your subconscious is.
Oh, yes.
And your subconscious is the true driver.
Yes.
So you want to be very careful who has access to your subconscious. Learn from all of the mistakes and the other feedback that you can, but be very careful about who's molding your mint, who's helping you to mold who you are.
Yes.
Because you don't want to get someone in there who's maybe it's not even intentional, but they're poisoning or they're altering and they're not leading you in the right direction. So learn from everybody you can, but be very careful on who educates you, who speaks into you.
Yes.
And what's their principles? What's their mindset? Their set of morals, their here's another word I don't like, but their belief system. How do they subscribe? How did they behave in their everyday? Those are all things that you're going to want to take into account when you're letting someone breathe life into you, to speak into you.
That is excellent, Lauren, especially for the, I think there's many lionesses who listen too much to what and pay too much, give too much attention and power, let's say, to other people, and they allow them to be themselves to be influenced too much. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes.
And because we live in such a digital and virtual society, this stuff is everywhere. You're literally being bombarded with it at every given point.
Yes.
But choose. There's so many great things that you could listen to and learn that'll not only help you here in your mint, but they'll help you in your profession, in your business, or whatever goal that you're looking to achieve.
Yes.
Myself personally, I choose to listen to my mentor, who's also a minister. He's a master in leverage. I also listen to a lot of Joe Dispenza. I keep myself on a very specific channel because of my own history, right? Because I know that I've listened to people and I have fallen subject myself to what culture and what society deems I should be.
Yeah.
But think about this. I'll give you this again, because we're all women here. Every day, face cream, makeup, hair, extensions. You're never good enough. Because here's the real reality. As soon as you are good enough, you don't need them. And you're not $1 anymore. So they have to keep telling you that they're not good enough. So they can keep selling you the next best thing.
Of course. Yeah, the commercialism. Yes, of course. Yes.
So, you know, be careful about what you're listening to, because you're beautiful. You were created in the most precise way with the most specific recipe. You were meant to be this person, but shine. Don't let someone else that you say you should be something else enhance who you are through your own journey.
Yes. And I just want to remind the Lionesses that I did post an amazing video with Kate Winslet, so you need to go and check that out.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
I loved that
video. A lot of people have shared that video. I got that from the Powerful Women's group, and somebody shared it again today. But wow, that blew me away. Yes, that really did. I love those kinds of videos. Yeah, and
I love Kate.
Yes,
Kate Winslet's fantastic. She stands so much for women's rights. If you're not aware with Kate Winslet, you know, she has her own similar ugly journey. I call it ugly, even though it's really not. She has her own similar ugly journey, and she really stands up for women and exposes that and reminds us that it's not the hair, it's not the makeup, it's not the body, it's not the clothes. It's right here. You know, it's love within yourself. And when you do love yourself, everybody else around you is going to feel that. And our mission here is to just emanate love. You know, we are successful when we go out in the world and we're just emanating love in every direction. You'll see people gravitate to you, and they just want to know who you are. They want to know what you're about.
Yes, it's very true. It's happened to me so many times. So many times. They gravitate and they're like, this is an interesting person. I'm picking up the aura. Yeah, the aura is so strong from this person. I want to know more about how this person ticks, and I want an aura like hers. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. Conversely, a lot of people, you know, they think that I'm strange because I'm so energetical, I'm so fluffy, but they've been so bombarded with not love, that when they encounter love, that's really weird for them. So be prepared for that. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, again, they're on their own journey. So be prepared for these things. Emanate love yourself, because that was really the true mission. Why each and every one of us were put here was to emanate the love.
Yeah, and unconditional love, I might add. Unconditional love. That is our highest priority at the moment. Our biggest goal for humanity is unconditional love. We're getting there. We're getting there. And it's the unconditional love that's going to create that vibration. It's going to bring everything that you're looking for right to you. Don't do any chasing. Just get that vibration, and everything is going to come to you, and you're really going to be that lioness. You're going to be fierce. You're going to be strong. I mean, we might be a little strange, but I wouldn't want to be one of the masses. I would think that, you know, I've regressed if I'm one of the masses personally in my own world. Yeah, I totally agree. Yes. So when someone's like, oh, well, you're a little strange. Yeah, I am. It's okay. It's great. It's a lot of fun. But I correct people and I say, I'm not strange. I'm unique. You will not find a human being like me on the planet. Yeah, because that's very true. Because I grew up thinking I don't want to be unique. I want to mingle with the sheep. These people who seemed to me when you're growing up, you have idols, right? And I'm thinking, wow, I want to be like them. They're confident. They talk a lot. They're the center of attention. And I was the shrinking violet in the corner of the room. Nobody would talk to me. And then fast forward to 2010, and I can command the attention of 60 people in a room now. It's amazing. Yes. Yeah, it's really a transformation. But when you're there and you're stuck there and you're thinking,
it's painful when you're stuck there. It's uncomfortable. It's just weird.
Yeah, but feeling invisible, that's one of the worst feelings in the world, feeling invisible. And people are literally talking through you to get to somebody else's behind you. Oh my God, it's so bad. And I never want anybody, especially in this community, to ever feel like that. And if you do, I'm here. I will listen to you. You are a person, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I love each and every one of you. I think you know that with all the messages of love I've been sending and posting.
You are loved. You are worthy.
Yes.
You can do anything.
Yeah, we can. Yes, exactly. Fantastic. Wow.
I hope that I was helpful.
Yeah, incredibly helpful. Was there anything else that you wanted to add quickly?
I could talk for forever, so quickly probably doesn't happen.
All right, we will do another chat then if you're up for it later. Yeah.
Yes, I look forward to it. And if anybody out there has any questions, more specifically into my journey, I know I kind of really just kind of touched on a couple of different things. Again, this is something that I've never exposed. So I appreciate your love, your compassion, and your understanding. There's only a few people that know about these things, and now you are part of my team, and so I am not exempt.
No, well, thank you so much for allowing yourself to be vulnerable in this safe space. So
I'm gonna get better.
Yes, yeah. Well, we're all. I think now we're all on a growth, self-development journey as well as a healing journey. The three have kind of all gone together.
It has to, yeah.
Yeah.
When you grow, you heal, and then when you heal, you grow. Grow, you heal, grow. It's a cycle. Yeah. Just like everything is a cycle.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Okay. Okay. And how can we contact you, Lauren?
So probably the easiest way to contact me is through Facebook or LinkedIn. Right. You can look for The Solutionist or Total Solution Trust. My last name is kind of weird to spell, but I'll put it in the comments when the video gets posted up. So you'll see all of my links there. Again, my name is Lauren Dulgeru, one of the trustees with Total Solution Trust, and I am your trusted solutionist and business strategist. Again, listen, seriously, you're not alone. But I do want to implore you to really go inside yourself, because there's nobody else who can do it. And from my own experience, again, this is where you'll find the healing. And the healing, it's the feeling, and then the feeling, it's the reaction and the behavior and the results that you're looking for. Don't chase, attract it. But the first step to attracting that is to, heal from within.
Yeah, well, I think that's what a lot of ladies have done, because I'm getting a lot of messages saying, "Oh, you've sent me the message at just the right time. I need your help." And it's like, wow, well, you must be vibrating at the right level in order for you to attract me, right? Yeah.
You're going to attract the people that you need, and they need you.
Yes.
But go within first, because when you go within, you're going to open up. You're going to open up your own energy, and that thing that we're talking about, love.
Yeah.
You will be that beacon of light.
Right. Yeah.
You will be that unconditional love, and all of a sudden, you're going to gravitate everything that is going to enhance your mission and why you were put here.
Yeah, of course. Wow, fantastic. Okay, it looks fabulous where you are. It really does.
The sun is going up higher and higher, so sorry, I'm squinting at you.
No, it's okay. So how warm is it in Fahrenheit? I think I can work it out.
It's probably about 70 at this point, so it's not so hot. But in the sun it's warm.
That's about 19 degrees C.
Yeah, if it's 70 now, it'll probably be almost 80 by this afternoon.
Whoa, 80 in February?
It started off as 50 degrees this morning.
Oh, okay. But you're in Florida, so that you've got like a small window of temperature change, haven't you? It's not like in Europe, it's a very big window.
No, actually, we go through pretty big swings. We had frost and freezes.
Oh, wow.
Probably 3 weeks ago. It damaged my dragon fruit plants and my
Oh.
lychee. So
Oh.
we get freezes here in Orlando.
Oh,
But we
okay.
also go up to 100 degrees in the summer. It can get really hot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, also here. Oh my God. Yes. Wow. Lauren, I'm British. Apologies for mispronouncing your name.
It took me a while to figure out how to say my own name when I got married. So again, you're not unique, but it's Dulguero.
Okay.
I look forward to, helping everybody I can. Check out for my link in the comments. It's a little difficult to post them here on the video. So check the link for the comments, and you can also find me anywhere on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google.
What about your Facebook group that I'm in? That's good.
I have 2 Facebook groups. I have Ask the Solutionist and Get the Solution. And I also have Principled Women in Business. And Principled Women in Business is really about being a business owner, but knowing how to be a business owner that is serving a community instead of just gathering a dollar or a euro or a pound.
Yes.
Because being in business isn't just about revenue. Being in business is about enhancing your community, enhancing the lives of your customers, your employees, yourself, your own family.
Yes.
And that's really where we have to be principled, because I've had people walk into me and say, listen, I just want you to do X, Y, and Z. And none of it aligned with my principles and my mission and my passion. And I had to tell them, like, no, $10,000 doesn't mean a whole lot when you're breaking my mission and you're putting me in a place of missing my integrity. I never want to be in a space of misintegrity or disintegrity. And it doesn't matter what dollar is behind that or what incentive is behind that, because once I lose my integrity, I've lost myself.
Wow. Yeah, that's very true. Okay, but you're at this level. I'm still down here, but you are at that level. So you are setting your boundaries, right? You've got your firm boundaries in place.
At every level, you must set your boundaries. Because if you don't have your boundaries and you don't keep them, people are going to continue to use you, abuse you, take advantage of you.
Yes.
And it's not the dollar, and it's not a monetary unit that's most important. It's you that's most important. Everything else will be figured out, and how it's going to get figured out at that very moment in time is none of your business. You just need to know and trust that the solution is coming.
Yes.
But don't put yourself in a place where you're losing your integrity, where you're losing sight of who you really are.
Yes.
Of your purpose, of your mission. And if you feel like you're compromising yourself, you shouldn't, that's probably not a space you should be in.
Yes.
Or a relationship that you should have. Again, from experience only, I'm not a doctor, but from experience only, when I lose people who are challenging me to compromise my morals, my integrity, my belief, things that I teach my child, if I compromise that, I lose sight of myself. And I go backwards in my journey, and I'm not in the business of going backwards in any journey, no less my own personal journey, because that one is the most important to me.
Yeah, of course. Wow. Oh, you really are a lioness. You're phenomenal, Lauren. You really are. Absolutely. And I am really so grateful and blessed that you're in my inner circle, and the universe sent you to me, or we attracted each other, whichever way it works.
I'm blessed to know you.
Oh, thank you.
We gravitated to each other so easily and so naturally. Like, there was nothing forced. It was just so...
Yes.
Wow, I've known you 1,000 years. Where you been?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and when the lionesses get to the level that we're at, they'll understand what we're talking about. I don't think all of them are at that level quite yet.
Ask questions. Don't sit there and be quiet. Ask the questions.
Yes.
Because even though your professor or your teacher said that no stupid question, there's no such thing as a stupid question, I'm going to tell you from a place of Empress, as lioness, that there truly is no stupid question. Because if you don't get the answer to that query, then you're going to continue in that same thought behavior.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just going to perpetuate.
Yes.
So uncomfortable is good because it means you're growing.
Yes.
Get uncomfortable in asking that question and give yourself the permission to grow.
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, uncomfortable does mean that you're growing, and it means that life is going to get more exciting when you're uncomfortable.
Yes.
In my opinion, yes.
Yeah, I've also learned, boy, I've learned a lot. As soon as I am comfortable, I realize that I've stopped growing.
Yeah.
So my daily mission every day is to make sure that I'm embodying some sort of my own uncomfortability, which today was exposing my own personal story, which I've never done before, and really letting you guys into the mental process, because it's not a mental process. That's what they told you. It's a mental process. It all comes from with you. It doesn't come from the TV. It won't come from a book. It will come from you and you deciding that you are absolutely worth it and that you can do it. You just need to find the answer to your obstacle. And I'm telling you, there's solutions out there. Hi, I'm the Solutionist. Have we met? We just did.
Great promo. You're hilarious. All right. We're going to have to wrap this up. I'm looking at the hour now, but I could talk to you for hours. Really, I could talk to you for hours. You have a wealth of information and experience, and your journey, wow, phenomenal. Goodness me. Anyway, we are going to talk outside of this chat, but thank you ever so much for your
it was my pleasure.
Thank you ever so much for your time, your experience, the amazing gold nuggets. I mean, the gold nuggets were huge today. And
keep
just
them in mind and keep replaying this, because it's not going to stick the first time.
Of course, of course, of course. And thank you so much for just being you, authentically you. You're the first person who's been outside doing it like this. It's great.
I just thought that the nature and, the ducks and everything is so pretty. I wish I could go down there, but I don't know if there's any alligators down there, so I'm not going to. I don't want to be a gator snack.
Seriously, alligators in that river or lake? What is it, a river or lake?
There's 3 lakes. So we have a rule in Florida.
Oh, goodness.
Is there water? Yes. Is it Florida? Yes. There's gators.
Oh, gosh.
That's it.
Wow.
So we don't let any of our animals, even the birds, they'll sleep up in the trees. They won't sleep next to the water because they'll become a gator snack. Wow. So as much as I wanted to go down there, I'm not trying to be a snack. Not that kind of snack.
Yeah, good. And they're quite sly and devious, aren't they? I've seen videos. Yes.
And since it's been warming up, they're more and more active. It's not so much winter anymore.
Okay.
So when the weather warms up, they warm up and they start moving more.
Are there signs around then that say no swimming? Absolutely no swimming. No fishing, no swimming.
Nope.
Oh, but that there are alligators in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Most Floridians know that if there's water, there's going to be an alligator. Even if it's a swimming pool, alligators have been known to go into people's swimming pools. Yeah.
Goodness me.
So we call animal control, and animal control will come fish the gator out of our pool. If it's a gator or a snake or whatever. Yeah.
Wow. You're making it sound like Australia, full of deadly animals in Australia.
Well, see, I'm watching on the ground also. So ants are a thing in Florida. Not only do we have gators, we have ants. So those are a big adventure too.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for being authentically you. You are absolutely magnificent. Really, really. You've done yourself proud, really. And thank you for being vulnerable again. I love you even more if that's possible.
You're gonna make me blush.
No. I've got tears in my eyes now. So
all right,
we're gonna say goodbye. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching this. And please put down in the comments below your biggest takeaway. And if you'd like to contact Lauren, she's got her door wide open, and you can see all the links in the comments above this video. So thank you again for joining us, and I shall see you next Monday. So ciao, everyone.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye. Bye.